Good day, everyone. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please stop the video and read the disclosure. We went live on the YouTube on the previous video today, and it was absolutely beautiful day. And we want to cover what happened at the end of the day with the scalpers. They still on the same numbers going in the circle, but we want to see what happened to the swing trading. And on the last signals we got 339 takes on the price action, so we'll go directly to the swing trading today. We nailed exactly 1,000 on the ES, 244 takes, and we were done with the trading around 12:07. This is very nice. By 12 o'clock we were done with the ES based on a 2 contract. The next chart is the NASDAQ, also 288. We had a little small trades, and then finally when the market start trending, we nailed that trades and we closed around 152 at 1582, and daily target hit. And it was we had a lot of trades here, and then but we hit the target. This is the main thing. Next chart is the NASDAQ 1 minute, and we nailed 1800 on the trades, and we were done around 11:49. We were done with the NASDAQ based on 1 minute, 1860. Let's try the YM. This is again 1 minute chart. We had one small trade. It's nothing. And then we have 1 trade, 2 trade, and 3 trade, and nailed 12:30, and we were done around 11:47, and it was done. It was a lot more, but you see those area here that could have got you in trouble, lose some of your profit. Then you would have made it here, but now after the fact doesn't make a difference. But this is a very good for 1 minute on a YM. And if you think about it, how much you invest in the YM on 2 contracts and the return, it is absolutely perfect. Next chart is the 288 ticks. We had the small trades, and then again and again, like what we said today on the YouTube earlier today, if this market trending, we're not gonna miss a trade, and that's exactly what I'm saying. And we nailed it, and it was done around 258 and nailed 1880. Next chart will take the ES. This ES is based on 1 minute. Again, I love the 1 minute. If we notice, we have beautiful trade. They all started around 9 o'clock. Then 1 break even and 1 trade. So total of 3 trades, 1225. This is not bad at all, and done before 1150. This is beautiful. This is the YM again, 244 takes, 1 small trade, nice trending, total 1480, and we were done before 1444. This is a NASDAQ, and we were done around 1214 on 244 tick chart. And this is absolutely also very nice, 1195. and done at 12:14. Perfect timing. For the range lovers, we have not forgot the range, and this is the range. There is a lot of traders like the range, and we have one small trade, beautiful shot, and then one losing trade, beautiful shot, and we were done at 15:07 on the full range, and this is a YM total 1070. The 3 minutes chart on the NASDAQ did superb job, and we were done. We had some little clumsy trades at the beginning, and then once this market start moving, we knelt, and it was done at around, actually when we were in the room today, on the YouTube, if you look at the previous video, you will find we hit this target when we were live on the YouTube in the previous video, and then the trade closed at 23.55 on the 3 minutes chart. This is a very serious chart. So if we compare the 3 minutes and the 5 minutes, this is the 3 minutes chart, now 23.55, and this is the 5 minutes NASDAQ, 27.35, and I believe it was also when we were in on the YouTube, I think it hit this one when we were live on the YouTube today. So this is a 27.35. This is not bad at all. A lot of traders asking me if I use Renko bar. I'll be more than glad to use a Renko bar, and actually I can get better numbers on a Renko bar. But I personally like the real trend. I don't like those weird charts. But absolutely, I will be showing sometimes next week Renko bars as well. But for me, I'm a minute and a tick chart mainly. So this is a YM, did 1000, and then we were done around 14:04. Here on the 5 minutes ES, did okay, 5 minutes, and took 3 trades and nailed 1000. We have one losing trade and then 2 winning. Let's look at the CL. Let's look at something else beside the YM and NASDAQ and Dow Jones. This is the CL. This is a perfect. We have 1 trade, 2 trade, and 3 trades, and we were done by 12:36 and nailed 1660. Let's look at the Russell. This is the 288 ticks, 1 trade, beautiful, nice movement, and it was a very early closed today and made 1300. And my favorite instrument is the DAX, not because I like the DAX, because what you can do in the DAX, and I think our swing trading is the best performance on the DAX more than anything else I have ever seen. We have 13 auto trade on NinjaTrader 7, and today I was counting in the room. We have like over 10 automated trade on NT8. But nothing beats the swing trading on the DAX, because I love it. What you can do in one day, it takes you 1 week to make on an ES, and it is almost every day the DAX move. And like the ES is a very slow process sometimes. So this is all of it DAX. All the charts hit it. So what I want to cover, I don't want to cover anything on the DAX, but what I like about it, fast, easy, nice, clean, and get it over with. So if we look at those charts, is 1 small trade, 1 trade done. You know, if you start around 4 o'clock Eastern time, Frankfurt time when the market's open in Deutschland, and then you can get it over with, stand sitting all day long and behind the computer. The full range did a few trades, but what I like it is not about how much it makes the DAX, but every morning my challenge is those here when it takes one trade and get it over with. One trade, one shot, one hit, and get it over with. The less you are in the market, the better off you are. So when the market is open, if you start on the DAX, what you can make in one day takes you 1 week to do on an ES. So those are my favorite trades. When you take one trade, one shot, and get it over with. This is 1976 euro. This is not bad. This is a very serious money. And today I was talking earlier in the room that we have some other chart on the DAX made more money. As an example, if you take the 3 minutes, actually they did the same. But my favorite chart on the DAX is the 1 minute. On the 1 minute, took a little more trades than normal. Nailed 2,400 euro. This is not bad at all. But it's almost every day the DAX move. That's why it makes it your life a little bit easier than diving into market sideways and all that. Where on the 3 minutes, get it over, done with one trade, 2,400, walk away, close computer, and have the rest of the day for you. So that's why if I don't have support doing the US session, and I'm a free man, I don't have a commitment to other traders, I would get up early in the morning and get it over with and have a rest of the day for myself. And believe me or not, I will not turn on the computer once I'm done. I'm done. Maybe sitting behind the computers for a long time, you don't care anymore about sitting behind a computer. And but for an individual guy, have the proper amount of money, 10,000 euro, 10,000 US dollars, or 10,000 euro. He don't have to be committed to support team and all this and business, and so he can get up early in the morning, done by 8 o'clock, and take a shower and call it off for today, whatever the outcome for that chart. So if you think about it, how much you use on going in and out of the market with the ES all day long, and you have to deal with the chop market, flat market, news, all this. The DAX it costs you $6,500 to go into the DAX, depends on your broker, but of course you will have a bad days, but almost there is nothing 100% in this business, but almost 4 days out of 5 you have movement in the DAX. And when you combine 1 minute chart on the ES and the DAX, they predict the ES actually predict the DAX where it's going. So this is not because I like the DAX to be one-sided, but what I like about it is the performance, and I have never seen anything can perform better on the DAX than swing trading. And my favorite days is not like the full range going left and right. those are not my favorite days. That's mean it was struggling. That auto trade, it was struggling on that time frame. I like it clean cut, 3 minutes, 1 minute, or 5 minutes, and call it off. So if we look at the 1 minute, we had a little trades. We have some nasty trades on the 1 minute today, but tomorrow could be gone, and then you'll probably have nasty trades on the 3 minutes. So it's irrelevant, really. You get whatever you're gonna get out of it. But what I like about it is a clean, very straightforward. And if we, let me try to get the 5 minutes and look at this picture. The numbers become irrelevant in the DAX. 1 minute sometimes make more money than the 3 minutes, and sometimes the 3 minutes makes more money than the 5 minutes. You cannot nail it every day perfect, but if we look at this picture here, 5 minutes and the 3 minutes, I don't like to deal with some kind of weird looking charts. It does not make sense, because also it's very important that chart making sense with you can see the trend. If you cannot see the trend, how you, I mean, you know, I've seen some weird charts. It doesn't look like anything to do with the trend. So if we think about it, this is the 1 minute. We had a little bumpy right at the beginning. Welcome to trading. It's going to happen on the 1 minute, 3 minutes, or 5 minutes. But if we look at, actually, if we look today at the 5 minutes chart, it did not override the 1 minute, and it did not override the 3 minutes. Actually, it made less money than the 1 minute and the 3 minutes. So tomorrow, if we can go back and see tomorrow, and I'll try to do that tomorrow, you will see probably tomorrow the 5 minutes is gonna make all the money, and probably the 3 minutes is gonna struggle, or the 1 minute is going to struggle, but there will be different numbers. But at the end of the day, it is a very straightforward trading, and we're not dealing with a sideways markets, and always practically the DAX moves, always. So it's very rare if there is some heavy news, or we are waiting on the news, then the DAX is gonna go sideways. But if you can catch the DAX in the morning when it first open, most of the time you are done by 8 o'clock in the morning, and you have the whole day free. And this is the whole idea, that I wish I have the freedom, and then I will not look at the ES the rest of my life and keep concentrating on the DAX. But one thing about the DAX, if you want to get involved with the DAX, you cannot blink an eye on the DAX. You have to watch it like a hawk. I mean, you really have to watch it. I don't know how many. It's a very unforgiving market. It's like when you fly in a Harrier. It's a very unforgiving aircraft, and the same thing here. It is a very unforgiving, and it is very nasty if you don't keep your eye on it, because things can move very fast, and you have to put your feeling on the side here when you make a decision, because if you cannot sit down and think about it. So if you make a decision to close position, close it. If you thinking you need to get out of that trade, do it. And that's why you have the advantage on the buttons on the top. When you see something you don't like, it takes you 1 second to close a position. So I'm gonna show you, if you need to run or you don't like it. As an example, this is who I am. 3 minutes is in the trade, and you don't like what's going on, you want to close it, you close position, it's over, it's finished. So it takes you 1 second to direct also, if you want to direct it or close it. Or so This is that's why I like the DAX, because it is fast, very fast moving market, and the rewards are substantial, and especially when you are driving the DAX with you know, swing trading that can really make things happen. Folks, that's all what we have for today. God bless you all, and see you. I'll try to go tomorrow. Thank you very much. I will try to go online tomorrow around 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you. God bless you all.